You want to get a British accent. You want to learn a British accent. If you are actually trying to learn British accent for many years and you can't actually have a British accent, you can't speak with a British and modern received pronunciation. Today, in today's video, I'm of course going to show you how to get a British accent very fast, not perfectly of course, but conveniently enough that people will notice it. Pronunciation perfection is not going to happen overnight, but if you put the effort, put the work on it, of course you're going to get it, and you're going to sound even more like a native British English speaker. First step, of course, is to identify what accent you want to learn. What do I mean by this? There is multiple accents all over the world. There is, particularly in England, there are quite a lot of accents. More about, I think, identifying. There is an accent called a modern received pronunciation. This is the accent where everyone can learn it, and I think if you want to learn it, fingers crossed. But my highly recommendation would be, if you want to learn a British accent, go for a modern received pronunciation. One of these steps is going to be you need to slow down your speech. The British accent, especially a modern received pronunciation, or which is known as RP, this sounds because speakers take just a little more time with each word. There's a lot of silent R's and the longer vowels and the short vowels. Instead of rushing, you need to slow, you need to calm down, and you need to speak with momentum, okay? The syllables, moments, and breathe. If you try, let's say, a sentence, for example, okay? I didn't know it was going to rain today. I didn't know it was going to rain today. You see how I say, I didn't know, no. See the O sound here, no. So there's a round shape, a diphthong, an O sound, so the round shape. No, so I didn't know it was going to rain today. So this is the practice, to be fair. And I would say in step 2, you need to drop your American R's. If you, someone who speaks with an American accent, whatever accent they have, and you want to have a British accent, so you need to drop the letter R, of course. Normally, words like car, okay? Car, heart, heart, water, water. You see this strong letter R, often it's kind of disappears. Instead of car, you might say car, heart, heart, heart. Water, you might say water. So it's a gentle and a smooth relax. And I would say you have to sharpen your letter T. Mastering the letter T in British pronunciation is very important, but British English speakers, their letter T sound is very, if you want to sound even more British, you need to perfect your letter T sounds. Let's say, for example, in words like better, 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 water, water, city, city, right? You see how do I pronounce it? Is it quick, light taps of the tongue around your vowels? If you can remember, I've that sentence at the start of this video where I said, I didn't know it was going to rain today. So no, that's a round shape. So British vowels are more rounded, more open, and sometimes quite longer. In words like bath, bath, can't, can't, dance, dance. Don't force it, just open the vowel slightly. British speech tend to raise falling tones. So these are the intonations. More gently, American speech think is loose and musical and even controlled at the same time. These are the fundamental tips if you want to learn a British accent, to have a British accent. And of course, final tip, it would be you have to change your vocabulary. If you're learning a modern received pronunciation, you need to, or even a British pronunciation, you need to know the difference between British words, American words. British words, let's say rubbish, rubbish. Okay, that is what Americans tend to say trash. You say rubbish. Elevator, you might say lift. Apartment, you might say flat. Vacation, holiday, holiday. A little changes. These are the big effects. So you have to know how to differentiate between these words, to distinguish between the segregation to American pronunciation and British pronunciation. Whether that's English, from English to English is different. So you have to practice with a paragraph, for example, and try to notice if there's words like vowels that you need to improve, and your improvement will shock you, trust me. By slowing your speech and sharpening your T's and softening your letter R's and adjusting your vowels, you can sound even more British in minutes and more natural, of course, with practice. So I hope this video helps you to kind of like to be able to just identify why and how to learn it. Okay, so that's it. And if you enjoyed this video so far, please consider that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also click the bell for more regular pronunciation tips.